Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I'd like to talk about one of the activities I did yesterday. As you know, this channel is about doing hobbies and things in retirement, and as well as financial independence. So yesterday I went for a walk, had it all planned in my head where I was going to go, figured it would take me about an hour and a half, and it's somewhere that I've gone before. But on my way there, I thought of another place that I hadn't explored yet, but was quite curious about. So I went down to that area, which is in the same vicinity as my original plan. I started walking down this trail, was well groomed and everything, and then all of a sudden, after 5 or 7 minutes into the walk, the trail narrowed down to basically a small little narrow path with brush everywhere. And I wasn't in a mood of walking through that and getting my legs all eaten up or scratched up with all the types of weeds that were there. So I decided to find another route. The other option was to go double back to where I started, but that's not my style usually, and to my demise most of the time, as you'll find out. So I saw this other trail that I was going to take that I knew would eventually lead to where my original path was. So I went down that trail, and it started out really great until, as you can imagine, it started becoming a little bit technical, and it was a mountain biking trail that I didn't recognize at first, but after seeing some of the tracks and some of the structure that was there, quickly realized it was a technical mountain biking trail, something that I would not attempt on a mountain bike myself. So I kept walking and thinking, well, if bikes are able to make it through here, I should be able to walk through here as well. And it was an interesting walk. It led me upwards, downwards, and I reached a point where I probably should have turned back, but it was already invested too much into the trail. There was a tree that was fallen down, some call it a widowmaker, and it was just a little below my waist height, so I could either climb over it or go backwards back to where I started. So I decided to climb over it, and knowing I have a bad knee, it's a little difficult for me to walk through these types of terrain. So I ended up walking a little further up and down, grabbing onto trees, clinging on to everything I could. And at one point I was on all fours, climbing and holding on to some structures that they had placed to keep the earth from moving. So basically logs along the route. And I grabbed some roots as well. So it took me about 45 minutes to get through this, and it was pretty intense. By the time I was done with going for a walk and decided to just head back home for lunch. So what's the lesson learned here? I really don't know. I think one of the things is I could double back and, put my tail between my legs and just keep walking to the other direction, which is probably what I should have done. But it's not in my nature, and I don't know if there's anything that you have experienced in your time where you've seen or done something similar. Maybe share in the comments, give us some ideas, and maybe start a discussion of what have other people gone through. My biggest fear was breaking my leg in the middle of nowhere and having to get search and rescue to come get me in the middle of a city, which is kind of embarrassing. And at the same time, I have a trip that I wanted to go to next week, and I didn't want to miss that. So I was being very careful and super careful, because I'm pretty sure my wife would not be impressed if I was walking around with a cast. Anyways, let me know in the comments your thoughts and ideas on how you've managed these types of situations and how you keep yourself from going down the wrong path. Until next time, please like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.